All right, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Sincerely George. I have no idea who is in here right now, but whoever is here, I notice that you have not joined the discussion. So if you are interested in getting involved in this discussion, and I've got light on my glasses. Oh, welcome to one of my streams. I have no clue what. I just set up my camera to come out here and do this with you all. So welcome. My name is Sincerely George, and I'm going to try and do this without my glasses, which feels sort of awkward. I'm wearing my house glasses because they're the ones that feel the best. But anyways, my name is George, and I am so happy to be here tonight. And Lionel, you are the first one in here. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. As I said, my name is Sincerely George. Yeah, I decided I got called to the plate. It is my time to come back to live streaming. Yes, specifically because there is big news. Big news, big news. World pandemic. Oh my goodness, the sky is falling. Wah, wah, falling sky. Go buy lots of groceries. Toilet paper, more toilet paper than you could use in 5 years. Go buy it now. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now with the COVID-19 thing. But, you know, in all actuality, we're dealing with death and a lot of fear and misunderstanding and not knowing what in the world is going to happen next, right? Like that is really what it seems like is all that we hear about on the news. If you turn on the radio, which a lot of people might not do, or turn on the TV or go on the internet, everything has a COVID-19 tilt to it. Why isn't crypto rising? COVID-19. Is it really an alternative to gold? COVID-19. What's going to happen? Is the economy going down? COVID-19. People aren't working? COVID-19. Layoffs? COVID-19. Lionel's got half a roll of toilet paper left. COVID-19. Everything is COVID-19. And the reason I decided to come out here tonight is because today I was on a call with somebody. I had an issue regarding a delivery, and I will change the names to help the innocent. So I was on a call regarding a delivery that did not happen properly. And this lady, Tanya, helped me. And, she helped me with my problem and helped me solve it so quickly and easily that I was just overjoyed, right? I was like, these dummies can't do a delivery properly, and yeah, you have to fix it. Here's my tracking number. Here, figure this out. Get the delivery here right now. Blah, 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 blah. And she solved everything with a lot of calm. When the call first started, I realized that she might be at home and there might be kids in the background. And towards the end, we got to, your problems are solved. Are you happy? And I'm like, I'm happy. I am happy. I'm so happy. My deliveries are going to be coming. How are you doing? And I asked her, and what I came to learn was that she had a lot of uncertainty. She didn't know what was going on, and there was a lot of fear. The amount of time that it took her to resolve my delivery issues took us maybe 5 minutes, okay? But then we continued talking for an additional 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe on the phone, just about all of the uncertainty that exists. What's happening is that we have our news media, our media outlets parroting the same information over and over again, but a lot of times they're not dissecting it and breaking it down for us. So, it was when I was on the call with her, I was actually on the call with her, and I'm like, hey, this is my channel, and you should go there tonight if you have more questions, because, she mentioned that her boyfriend's in a startup. They don't know what they're going to do next. Will we be able to do this, that, or the other thing? And I explained what I understand. Yeah, the dumbass in me, what I understand about what the president's been saying and how that impacts the economy. I know nothing. I am so stupid isn't a word I generally apply to myself. But when it comes to stuff of a highly technical, highly medical, highly financial, let's bring in the experts, level of stuff, I am the dumbass in the room, right? And the fact of the matter is that I'm having this live stream not because I have all the answers, but because we as a community have answers and questions that I think we can all work together to better understand what's going on. And at the end of it, I will work, because I'm a fantastic researcher, I will work to find the answers to questions that we leave here not having answered. So I wrote all this stuff down on a pad of paper tonight after I finished work. I was like, okay, well, what am I going to stream? I told this woman, Tanya, that I was going to stream tonight. What the heck am I going to stream about? So yeah, I'm streaming. I am streaming. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So Lionel was the first one in the house. Adam from Silhouette Park Farms, pleasure to have you here. Cryptic Life, pleasure to have you here. And I'm thinking that we probably have a couple other people that might not be weighing in on the live stream. So in trying to define what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and go back to a live stream, sort of a daily live stream. I want to get back to doing YouTube. What I want to work on is completely different than what I've done before and this. But this is a great re-entry for me because my life has been a shit show. Sorry to swear, but I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter. But it has been a hot mess. Everything has not been going as I want, right? Like everybody else's life. And I don't know how I'm going to go and get my highlights done. Like really, honestly, if I'm locked in my house, how am I going to make my appointment for my hair appointment? Like those are the small things that are getting me down, right? And I'm sure it's the same with you. Like, do I have enough TP? Lionel has half a roll. So if you're out, definitely reach out to him on Twitter and tell him to send you at least a quarter roll so you can survive. He's where are you anyways right now these days, Lionel? I'm not sure if you are in the UK or somewhere else. So just think about delivery times, maybe reach out to somebody else. So the idea of this show is I'm going to try and do it for about an hour. I am a really lighthearted, easygoing, not really getting into the dramas. I have my own political views. You do not want to know what my rules would be if I were president or prime minister of Canada. So I'm not going to go there. So don't get me on a political bent because I'm pretty highly cynical. But the idea is that we share information about what's going on. I highlight some of the news that I'm seeing going on. It helps us stay connected. It enables us to really sort of tie into the lighter side of things. I'm going to share some of the top news that I see happening globally. I've had zero time to prepare for this. I got my hair done and I did my makeup instead. So yeah, go find your own news today, but we're going to get this party started. Okay. And then another piece of it is that we're going to collect questions here that can't be answered by the smart people in our chat. We've got Patricia or Patty, right, who is a coil blogger. We're going to be looking at one of the blog posts that she wrote. I didn't highlight anything, but I think it's a good post. And we're going to also try and lean on some of the people that we have within the XRP community, which is the community that I'm predominantly in, because a lot of them are fantastic researchers and go beneath the veil to look at what is being said by the administration here in the United States and around the globe. And with that, a lot of them are looking at it from a crypto perspective, like how will this impact the rising of XRP or Bitcoin? But at the same time, they're looking at what is being said by these politicians. And that's something that a lot of people in our country are not doing. A lot of people are depending on the mainstream media. And so all they're hearing is parrot, let's say this, yep, these are that. They never go beneath it and go and look at the bills. And that's one of the things that I love about people like Jeff and Chip from On the Chain, right? Like they go underneath, and there's many other people in the community who do the same. So I want to help introduce those people, maybe provide them with some new readership as they go in and look at what's going on with the COVID-19. And I will keep going with my jokes because that's what I enjoy doing. I have no desire to get into the doom and gloom of it all because, yeah, you don't want to know my perspective on death because I get a new body then, I think, right? Yeah, it will be lighter, a lot lighter, but let's not focus on that. I love my body now, even though it's far too heavy for what I want. So yeah, I wrote down here, not doom and gloom. No doom. This is not doom and gloom. This is fun. We need to try and keep it fun. However, I did this in like a very short amount of time. So I don't know what to say, but if you know my channel and you saw the picture, I used the picture of me in my tinfoil hat because I wanted you guys to know that even though we're talking about COVID-19, we are not going to be overly obnoxious with, political back and forth and a lot of fear mongering. We're trying to drive answers for common folk out there and for each other. I'm lucky because I belong to some great online chats where I have great people that are sharing information left, right, and center. So now that I've prefaced what the heck I'm going to be talking about, I want to welcome everybody. So let me go see who decided to check in. We've got Leonel, we've got Adam from Silhouette Park Farms, we've got Cryptic Life, we've got Patricia C, we've got Jet Digital, we've got Crypto Erie. So happy to have you, Erie. Crypto Eddie here. You are a rock star. If you are wondering what's going on in the world, check in with Crypto Eddie. Who else do we have here? We have, so Rochelle, awesome to have you here as well, Rochelle. And that is it. So I'm happy for everybody that's here, and I'm happy for anybody that's watching and is not in the chat. I invite you to get involved in the chat, post your questions there so that we can pull them out and try and drive answers. There's a lot of people that don't understand what's going on and what are some of the things that have been said. And without a lot of planning, I pulled this together to try and bring hope. So yeah, squat where you are is what they are saying. Needless to say, my life is not allowing me and some of the people that I'm around to squat where we are. I have a friend that just got back from Guatemala and had been in Belize, and upon arrival, his doctor's like, please don't come to our office, go to a testing center. And he's like, I got to go to a testing center. I don't think I'm sick, but I'm going. I have another friend that's in the process of moving cross country. There's a lot of people that can't stop what they're doing because of the situations that they're in. And we have things going on in regards to people with compromised immune systems predominantly that are impacted by this. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of dumbasses out there that are going to be out there licking, poles or whatever, right? Like, I don't know how many people are out there breathing on each other in strip clubs, but if there's things that you can do to try and protect yourself from, catching this, it's going to be really beneficial for yourself and any elderly people in your community or people with compromised immune systems. So people with compromised immune systems would be this people like this woman who is a recent survivor of breast cancer. And so that would be somebody whose system has been compromised by chemotherapy and her immune system is not as strong as it could be. So just because this is one of the many people who have passed on, let's take a 5-second break to just, have a moment to say, that we're with all the people that are going through this right now. So. All right. So my heart is with Sunday's children. She left 6. So with that, let's move on. Please do what you can to stay safe. Wash your hands 20 seconds. That's before you rinse them off. Use hand sanitizer. Don't drink bleach. So I mentioned sharing a post by a coil creator that I think is very valuable. So let me share this. And this is coming to us from somebody in Portugal. So Patricia C is a blogger who blogs about a large variety of different topics. And just like in the United States, like other places around the world, her country, Portugal, is in a state of emergency. And the reason I chose to highlight this isn't because it's the only place that's going through a state of emergency, but because she does a really good job of explaining what it means to be in a state of emergency. So during a state of emergency, and I apologize that I haven't had a chance to highlight some of this stuff, but during a state of emergency, the government tries to lock down what people do, and that can mean that they limit your right to travel. They limit your right to leave your home unless it's for, important purposes, such as going out and buying groceries or to get medical care. The right to go on strike, right? So if you want to go on strike, yeah, sayonara on that idea. You need to just, stay in place and do your work. And I don't know what it means to the right to conduct a pacific manifestation. I'm not sure what that means, but it means that, as they try to really control what is going on during a state of emergency, they dictate specific rules that mean these are the only things that you can do, and anything outside of this is actually a crime. So, one of the challenges that, and I've seen some of the videos online where, there's kids that are currently on spring break and they're like, yeah, the beach, it's a cool place to hang out. No stress about that. There's lots of breeze here. Nothing, it's not a subway car, and I don't want to waste my my vacation. So, you know, a lot of social distancing, and as citizens don't adhere to the rules that they want, right? I'm not sure if it was Macron. I think it was Macron who was like, French people, how dare thee? You're not following my rules. Tongue lashing, tongue lashing, tongue lashing. And I think the same thing happened in Canada, right? You need to do what you need to do, but you really need to make sure that you're limiting what you don't need to do, right? So, Patricia, great job on this post. Squat where you are. Yes, squat where you are. Squat where you are, for sure. And the crypto camper is here. Awesome, fantastic to have you here. I'm not here, you're here. Hi, Baba. So in England, that means having a, well, squat. Yes, Lionel, that's what we mean. Don't go outside, right? But doesn't quite mean that. We now have 2 cases as of Monday. Because my country is small, it might spread fast. And I believe that you are in, oh goodness, don't remind me, Rochelle, but I believe you are in Barbados. So your country is small, and it also has a higher temperature. It's warmer there. And I don't really want to get into the doom and gloom because there's a lot of different information about, you know, who, what, when, and why, and how different people are getting this. I want to stay focused on what is being done. I am a very solution focused person, right? So we're going to stay focused on the solution. And Adam from Silhouette Park says the government's reactions are purely to allow the medical system to keep up. By spreading and slowing down the virus, they allow the system to keep up. That is so true. And I saw a picture towards the end. I have more but you know, they're really trying to get a handle on it, get a cure out there, get a vaccine out there. And as a global community, the medical community and the research communities are working together around the globe. It's not Canada versus the United States. I know they fight all the time. It's not, you know, Spain versus another Mexico. Let's just go Spanish versus Spanish. You know, no, all of the different governments and the different research teams and medical teams around the globe are sharing the information as it proceeds forward. So as they identify, an advancement, they're sharing that. If they identify stuff that's helping them with their testing, they're sharing that information about how to create that. So they're actually working as a team, which is really awesome, because a lot of times within these communities that are researching, you know, trying to find the cure for something, it's who's going to find it first, right? Whose name's going to be tied to that. But because this is a global issue that's impacting us all, they're working together, and whoever is identified as that person that created it, believe me, there will be that trickle back effect as the person who originally identified the original strain that shared the information. It'll probably be a collaborative, like, hey, all of these people were involved in creating this. So Patricia, thank you so much for creating this post that sort of helps to explain what a state of emergency is and the fact that in Portugal, you guys have a state of emergency underway. So as I just finished mentioning, I already talked through what I was going to say, but the UN is mobilizing resources and expertise around the world to help the global COVID-19 response. From out-of-school children to homelessness, here's how we're helping some of the hardest hit with this pandemic. So I'm just going to share these links. These are really, I found them very quickly. So Jet Digital says, invest in XRP. Liquidity is the real crisis. Do your own research, of course. Yes, I don't want to contribute to the problems associated with that, but I did go, I myself went to the ATM yesterday because I had to pay somebody in cash. And I did notice that there were a lot of people that were trying to increase their liquidity in their own life. And when I say trying, and I'm trying to target this for people that might not have our exposure to cryptocurrency. So when I say trying to increase their liquidity in their own life, I mean trying to have cash on hand. And in being in discussions with people about this, it's like, oh no, don't worry, my credit card will work. We're not talking about the electrical system going down, but I think there's a value in having cash on hand as well as having your digital methods of payment available. But forces are being mobilized around the globe. And I want to say a big thank you to all of the different people around the globe that are really stepping up and donating, resources that they don't need right now. Here's a tweet that's talking about it's actually from the Boston Emergency Medical Services. saying a massive thank you. We are so grateful for the donation from the Building Trades Unit in Boston, this is. Today, they donated hundreds of respirator masks that will allow us to continue to protect our providers on the front lines of COVID-19, of the COVID-19 response. And they have pictures here. Pictures are always great. So just want to share that. Diversity is key for sure. Yes, I believe in that. So, you know, I was talking to Tanya, names are changed to protect the innocent, but I was talking to Tanya this morning during a customer service call, and she was the one. If any of you are grateful that I'm here, I just want you to know it's Tanya's fault, because she was like, I am freaked out. I have no answers and I can't go out and ask. I just want to go out. I want to get dressed up and just go out. And I was like, hey, get dressed up and have a belated St. Patrick's Day party at your house. Just dance around, play the music really loud. The people downstairs won't know. But, you know, she confirmed that all of these are updated correctly. But at 11 a.m. Eastern Time daily, members of the Coronavirus Task Force hold a press briefing. So that is here on the calendar that I just shared. So if you're interested in understanding what the President of the United States is doing all day, what his public calendar looks like, you can come here. I think there are some links that, you know, lead you out to where you can go and watch that. I've been watching it on C-SPAN. C-SPAN has been broadcasting that on a daily basis on YouTube. So that's where I recommend you go and check it out. So Silhouette Park Farm says, in Australia, our flu season is coming up May to August. So Australia has started early. As someone whose entire professional career is gone due to restrictions, I totally agree with the decisions made. Which decisions do you agree with? If banks have no money available, we need cash. Yeah, I'm not trying to, you know, cause as they would say on one of my favorite shows, a shitstorm. But, you know, part of the challenge is that ATMs don't have money right now. The first ATM that I went to didn't have any cash, and I tried the other one, and then finally I just went into the branch. So go to bed, Lionel. Good to see you here. So, you know, I don't know if we have a liquidity crisis, because when I went into the branch, you know, I was standing there talking to them and they said, we're like, ha ha ha, yes, we're getting more tomorrow. But all of the different systems that we have are slowing down. You have fear about whether or not, you know, money carries the virus, right? So I think a lot of different precautions are being taken to help understand how we're getting community spread, right? Is it spreading through money? Are people out there just like raining dollars? Is that how it's happening? So who knows if under the hood, they've been testing whether or not community spread can be happening with, you know, actually the currency. So I don't want to contribute into that, but, you know, I have had my own experience with that. Another thing here from Peter Morley: please call your parents every day, twice a day, see how they are. I have a daily check-in with my mom. She gave me some perspective tonight. She said, it feels like we're in the twilight zone, but we just have to find the door. Couldn't have said it better. Yeah, so if you have elderly people in your life, you know, check in with them, see how they're feeling. Nobody wants to say, hey, I'm not feeling that good. Or, you know, maybe they don't even realize that they don't feel good because they're just thinking like, oh yeah, it's because of this or that. And you might be the person that can highlight that, you know, this isn't your regular routine. So really check in on them on a regular basis so that you understand what their regular routine is, what they regularly sound like, if they sound overtired, and maybe if they need to get some assistance. All right. I have a lot of wives right now wish their husbands brought them the pet-a-loan for Christmas. I bet a lot of wives right now wish their husbands bought them a pet-a-loan for Christmas. That's for sure. ATMs have new limits. Tell me about the new limits. I definitely want to know about that. Hi, Angie. Welcome. Tell me about the new limits. I am very interested because I just kept getting, we have technical difficulties. Yeah, you know, those little pet-a-loan bikes that you're talking about, Baba, let's go take a look at this. Right? Bike. These bikes have seats from, I don't like this seat. Like I need a seat like that. That is very nice on my booty. I do not need this little teeny tiny, you know, yeah, I want a more comfortable seat. But yes, as I see my fitness goals for 2020 going sort of sideways, I'm like, what could I have done differently? But I won't blame myself. No, I'm not blaming myself. So, moment of silence for the people who agree to live with shitty roommates because they wouldn't be spending much time at home anyways. Yeah, exactly. 400 to 200 in the last week. Wow. That is, see, and I went into the branch. So that's one thing that you can do is you can actually go into the branch and then your withdrawal limits are different. But I'll have to take a look at that. It allowed me to, enter in the amount that I wanted. But yeah, that's really good information to share, Jet. As you come up with more information about that, please share it. I plan on doing one of these again tomorrow, and I'd like to have that information available for people so people can actually be positively responsive. That's my goal. All right. So thank you so much for bringing that up. So U.S. Air Force. So Air Mobility CMD successfully delivered 500,000 COVID-19 tests yesterday in support of the whole of government effort to take place to combat the spread of the virus. So we have, at first we weren't mobilizing very well in the United States. And the fact that I live in America, this amazing country, a lot of my focus is what's going on in the United States. But ideally, I would like to bring a more global perspective to some of that based on the people that are here. So we have Australia, we have Portugal, we have the United States, we have what's going on in the UK. Those are some of the people that are here right now. And if we can come up with, a conglomerate of what's going on, it'll really shed a picture of hope. And so that's why I bring this forward. I'm sorry I don't have any news like this from those countries, but put together a live stream to spread hope, right? So, blah, that's it. All right. So here in the United States, and this is actually from the LA County Sheriff, during the COVID-19 health crisis, I have been instructing my deputies that we will not be conducting evictions. The safety, security, and well-being of our residents has always been my top priority. So this is, and this is all great stuff to share. I hope lots of people get likes on this. So, this is true. I know this is happening in Texas. This is happening in LA. I believe this is happening in San Francisco. And I don't think we have a national standard on this, but this is something that's happening. And the fact of the matter is, as you may or may not be able to work your regular job or make the amount of capital that you want each month to, do the different things that you need to do, make sure you're staying in contact with your creditors, creating new systems for paying your bills, because if there are ways for you to not pay this time or get out of the requirements, maybe forego a late charge, the only way you can do that is by having the discussion. It really sucks to make that call and say, hey, I can't do this. And all of us think they're going to yell at me. They're going to tell me I'm irresponsible. They're going to tell me this, that, or the other thing. I don't care. Make the call, make the agreement. If they start getting nasty, say, well, can you put my details that I called on my file? Awesome, you did. Awesome, I got to go. Bye. Sayonara, right? And then you can call back and have a better discussion with somebody else. So in Australia, police are no longer breath testing. So does that mean that there's a lot of people driving around drunk? That really sucks. So Patricia C says, we're being quarantined for 15 days since it's the max our law allows. And after that, more 15. The time it takes, I think, is a good measure because people aren't taking it seriously. Yeah, I think people are taking it seriously for where we are, right? Like a lot, if we think about what the news tells us every day, you turn on the evening news and it's doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom, doom and gloom. This person is bad. Nothing's going well in our community. So I think that a lot of us are desensitized to bad news. So the idea that there's this virus that's going around and it's killing people in other countries, but not in my community, just aligns with our desensitization to bad news, right? So I think that things are falling in line, and I'd be interested in seeing what people's response is a week or 2 weeks from now when everybody's in the know. But in some cases, people need to do what they need to do, right? And there's, yeah, it's a balancing act, right? My friend had to come back from Belize, or chose to come back from Belize, and I have another friend that is getting ready to, make a move. And all these things are in flow. They've been in flow. So I don't know. I agree with you. And we will see where it needs to go, because people need to buy groceries still. So are they going to start airlifting and dropping off groceries for us? The crypto camper says, once they come out with a corona vaccine, I don't want to see any of you anti-vaxxers getting one. Don't be a hypocrite. Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in, can they just come out with a vaccine, right? We'll deal with the anti-vaxxers at that point. So in 9 months, when we see a boom in baby births, don't forget, they will call quarantinees in 2033. Yeah, I think there is a chance, there is going to be a global baby boom potentially, right? I don't know. Things are a little bit different right now, but for all the ladies that are out there, if you usually tie, taking your birth control in line with your morning routine, you might want to set an alarm on your phone, because your morning routine has been shifted. Yay. All right, so let's keep going. Canada. In Canada, they've dealt with it as, an entire nation, because that's the way Canada is able to work. So Canadians do not have to worry about paying their rent or mortgage or buying groceries because of the COVID-19 crisis. Learn how the government of Canada is taking action to support workers and their families. So I think this is really interesting. I didn't get a chance to do a lot of reading on this, but I just pulled it because I was trying to find a lot of good news. So Rochelle says, I want to thank you sincerely, George, for inviting me to Coil and Cinnamon video. It was great. Thank you again. Have a nice day, night, everyone. Good night, my beautiful friend. I have not been online very much. Been dealing with my own, stuff. But yeah, this situation, gave me reason to come online and try and spread some hope. And, it's doom and gloom, don't get me wrong, but not so, yeah, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I hope you have a great night, Rochelle. Anti-vaxxers, this is what happens. All right, so I agree. This is what happens. There's a chance for this to happen, but I actually found a really good video. Let me go see if I can find it. YouTube.com. I want to go right into it. Coronavirus. I don't want you guys looking at all my history of viewing stuff. TED Talk. Let's see if I get it right off the bat. This one right here. So I want to share this with you, and I want her to not talk right now. Yeah, don't talk. Thank you. So I want to share this with you. I'm not saying it's right, but what I am saying, if I can find my way back to where I was, is what I am saying is that what this woman says, is, I think it's on point with what's going on as we, move to utilize more areas of the globe for human requirements, whether it be we need more toilet paper or whatever. And I think it's an interesting case. I'm always up for a good debate. So if anybody wants to debate what she says during her TED Talk, I'm willing to choose either side of it. I'm, a good debate. I'm always in. But I think that she raises a lot of valid concerns in regards to how we are leveraging land and how we are moving into previously uninvestigated areas of the world, and potentially coming up against things and strains of diseases and animals that we didn't previously have exposure to before. So, hey, Carl, good to have you here. And so the crypto camper says, be careful if you walk into a bank with your mask on. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today, because I have an inflatable T-Rex suit, right? That it's totally inflatable. And I saw some people in China were using, some of these inflatable suits as a way to go out and get around. And I was wondering how people would feel when I walked in wearing one into the grocery store or the bank or whatever. So that's a really good question. So let's keep going. We are getting close on time. So another thing here in the United States, they've been trying to work with grocery stores and other core, retailers to identify a time when seniors are most vulnerable, as we know right now, can go in and do shopping. So this post right here talks about senior hours. They have senior pricing. Now they have senior hours. So thank you to all the local businesses and grocery stores that have special accommodations for older adults, is what is the politically correct thing to call these people that others are calling senior citizens. They are older adults. They are not senior citizens, but whatever. It's all good. So they've made special accommodations for senior citizens or those who are especially at risk of COVID-19. So if you have an immunity issue. So store hours for seniors and at-risk shoppers, Albertsons and Bonds is Tuesday and Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. Target is Wednesdays at 8 to 9 a.m. Northgate Markets daily, 7 to 8 a.m. Smart and Final daily, 7:30 to 8 a.m. ID is required. Okay. Whole Foods daily from 7 to 8 a.m. Barron's Market daily from 9 to 10 a.m. And Trader Joe's, no specific hours. Seniors welcome to come to the front of the line. Woo-hoo! I'm a senior, right? I think, like, if I put this on my, if I blow this up and put this on my face, do you think they'll know I'm a senior, right? I think so. And if they ask me for my name, I'll be like, I'm Washington. My name is Washington. Yeah, I'm Washington. Yeah. But these are the different hours that they've come up with. And I'm just looking through here. But I think I shared that. Super Fletch. Yeah. Okay. So you guys have that. Get that information out there. Spread it, spread it, spread it wide and far. All right. Is it true that millennials created coronavirus to kill off the old folks? That's what I heard on the street. I think that's a rumor that I created because I can be pretty cynical sometimes about things that I'm seeing going on and how people are responding. I'm cynical. So yes, that's one of the things that I actually chose to say out loud, and I think you heard me. But I think it's, I don't know. I can't really say that on my show because some people will take me seriously. And I've been taken seriously before, and then it turned into a whole entire shit show. And I'm just like, not so ready for that. But yeah, all cynicism aside, the fact of who is being targeted by this disease is created a definite, interesting perspective. So we're ready for the funny stuff. Not so cynical George showing up for duty. So I found some tweets that are more on the lighter side because I'd like us to have a chance to sort of laugh at some of the stuff that's out there in regards to this. And I found some good ones, so stick around. So Joseph, I'm not going to try and pronounce his last name because I'll mess that up. In case you need a laugh, this is social distancing right now. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Where's Waldo magazine, book before, but they have like a bunch of people all squished together, and you have to try and find this guy. So this is the social distancing edition, which I think is pretty funny. I used to have a lot of these books when I was a kid. So nobody, he, she that endures to the end will be saved. Yes, that is the truth. That is the truth. Crypto Camper's like, I'm not saying another word. So I thought this was pretty awesome by Cam Art Raffle. Social distancing doesn't have to be all that bad. And they're showing a picture that they drew, which I think is pretty awesome, right? Out by the lake. But you still have to get there. So depending on how condensed where you live is, getting to this location might be more difficult, but I think that's a perfect picture. I thought this was pretty funny because I have been instructed, at first it was like, okay, we'll have some people work from home. And then overnight it was like, thou shalt all work from home. And I'm like, what? And we have conference calls. And so I thought this one was pretty good. I will share this because this is something that you can play with your coworkers. Keep those conversations going. Hey, hey, hey. Right? And it's always more fun when somebody yells out bingo. Like you actually have to come off mute at that point and go bingo. Yeah, and you can say bing, oh go, right? You can change it up and say, oh, sorry, I was talking to the kids, and then everybody will know who it was. So conference call bingo. Anyone playing this week? Can you hear me? That's can you hear me? Can you? Some people go off mute and say, can you hear me? Can you just start talking already, right? And so this is really good. Hi, who just joined? That's my favorite question. I hate that question. I truly hate that question. Who just joined? Can you just announce when you join? Can you email that to everyone? Jacqueline, you there? Or whoever? You're still sharing. Yeah. So there's a lot of really good ones. Next slide, please. Can everyone go on mute? Actually, that is my favorite one. You have somebody crickling and crackling and doing whatever they are on the phone, right? It's great when somebody starts screaming at their kids while they're on the phone, right? You know, Jacqueline, go to your room. Can everybody go on mute, please? Yeah. So, oh, sorry. And the funny thing for me is that nobody has anything to say. Like, you just got busted in the bathroom, right? You were in the bathroom and you're like, oh goodness, we're out of toilet paper. And then somebody says, can everybody go on mute? And then you go on mute. You don't respond and say, oops, sorry, right? Because you just got busted. You know you were the one that was heard. It's hilarious. And nobody says anything because everybody else is on mute. So they're just laughing over there. Oh, can we take that offline? I love that one when a fight starts to break out. Can you guys take that offline? Can everyone see my screen? If we couldn't see your screen, we would have told you already. Just start talking. Let's get this meeting over. This is a really good conference call bingo in case you guys haven't seen that. And so I shared it. Nobody says, nobody. What a great name, nobody. Nobody says, first, one world currency, then one world religion, and finally, one world government. Can you imagine? Wow. That would be like paradise. No borders anywhere. Free to go wherever we please at any time. XRP hashtag. Yeah. I read 1983 or 1984. I always get the number wrong. So one world government doesn't necessarily mean that it's all love and butterflies and, you know, hippie love, right? We still have birth control, and it still means that in order for us to control you know, people's flow and to maintain control over what's going on around the globe, that we wouldn't just allow people to flow with complete ease. That's sort of the problem that we have right now with isolationism in in North America, in Europe. We don't want people just automatically flowing from some regions of the world. So while I agree with a one world currency, one world religion, and finally one world government, and what you've laid out here, right? I agree that I've read what you've written. However, I just do not see us as a global community buckling down for that, right? As the powers of the world who try and take control and wear hats and do all their other jibbery jabbery stuff, I perceive them as trying to stay rich. If they become a one world, one government type world, are they really going to want people to move from where they are? X-nay on that, eh? So yeah, I'd love to have that discussion. You should come on my channel and we can debate that. I'm willing to take either side. You have your opportunity. So please let me know. What the hell is SG all about? I'm all about trying to keep it fun out here, Carl. People are too hoity-toity, scaredy-pantsy. Yeah, you know? Like, I'm out here to write jokes for people who are scared. That's what I'm all about. Gotta go, guys. Love you all. Wash your hands and stay safe. Yes, no licking the push cart, you know, pusher. Don't lick that when you leave. Yeah, don't spit on your hands to try and get a better grip either. That's a bad idea. So this one right here was a little bit doom and gloom. Really, just, you know, do what you can to stay safe. I thought this one was pretty awesome, actually. Ugh, why does that happen? I hate that. So this picture, if this isn't social distancing, I don't know what is. Coronavirus. Like, he's filled his chair with a teddy bear, so you don't want to sit there. There's a can of Lysol spray, he or she, right? I think it's a he just based on his hands. And he's got a measuring tape saying exactly how close you're able to come in. I can just imagine this person, just like The Office, moving the measuring tape to make sure that as people move around their office and try to like move, that they can't come any closer. It totally made me think about how awesome it would be to have a measuring tape. I want to be in the office so I can like totally call out social distancing. So this was pretty good. You can go ahead and share this, but this was actually shared by a woman named Gloria. So maybe it's a woman, but I think she was just taking a picture. What else do we have here? So as people are dealing with social distancing, I worked as hard as I could to try and get stuff that was really fast. Good night, nobody. I hope I didn't peeve you off, but you know, gotta have that feisty discussion, you know. But definitely come back. I plan on doing this again tomorrow, so I need your feistiness. Have a good night, nobody. So for everyone social distancing with toddlers, the post that I just shared, how you could make Play-Doh. Carl, puffy paint, how you can make that, right? Ice paint. Ooh. Ooh. And taste safe paints. This is actually the most disgusting item. A 1/4 cup salt, 1/2 cup flour, 1/2 cup water, and food coloring. What kid wants to eat that? Like, can we do a 1/4 cup sugar? Right? Like any kid would like it if it had sugar in it. So yeah, that's a small problem. So I think I shared that. And oh, I had it up here twice. What else do we have here? Oh, I'm starting. So and we have the Peloton bike. So what do you guys think? What should we talk about tomorrow? I hope you guys got a read on sort of what I want this to sort of, you know, read like. You got it, girl. I got it. You got it. You got it. From nobody gave me a you got it. You got it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I think we have to, you know, we're all at home. We need to talk this stuff up. We need to have some fun. I don't know. I have a globe here. So maybe I'm going to come up with something fun. I want to keep it fun and interesting because this is poppycock, right? This is definitely poppycock. So I have a globe here. So maybe we will do something with the globe. I don't know, but I really like my globe. I just recently got 2 new globes because I think they're amazing. So I want to show you guys because, yeah, I have extra time. Oh, I have a globe. Oh, she's got a globe. She's got a globe. I don't need Google Maps. I know how long it'll take me to get there. Yes, and I've got digital tokens up here and I've got a Lamborghini. Oh, yeah, let me just show you. Gotta show you guys again. So here's the globe, right? And because sometimes while you're on a conference call, life gets really hard. So I have a Lamborghini in the drawer so I can play with it, and a Bitcoin pen so I can dream about getting rich. And I know Lionel left. That's fantastic. He's not going to beat me up about that. What else do I have in here? I have some goggles. Yeah. So, you know, we can play with the globe though. Like we can do something like that and figure out what's going on there. But what else do I have here? I have another coin. I have coins. So, sorry, forgot to hit the like button. Yes, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button so I know whether or not you like this or not. If you hated this, hit the downward button too so that I know that I really pissed some people off. That would be awesome. Just knowing that I'm having impact in the world, that's all, right? I'm not even monetized. So I can say this, that, and the other thing, but I don't like to say a lot of really bad stuff, but I'm really frustrated right now. So, and I'm trying to get a balance on it all because it's really scary how scared people are. That I think is the more scary part more than anything else. For me, you know, my core set of beliefs, I have tools for getting rid of some of that, and I hope to share that as well. But I thought, first, let's just get out here. Hey, Connie. Oh, let me say something here. I have to say something. Hi, Connie. Connie loves green. So let me see if I can get green hearts. It says no emojis found. I hate this computer. I don't hate my computer. I love my computer, but yes, I'm going to just do green heart, green heart, green heart. Thank you, Patricia, for liking. I appreciate you. So, you know, there's a lot of fear. And I think as a community, as the XRP community, we have a lot of information because we're information dense. You know, I'm part of a chat where I see Connie, and Connie's like, here's some news, what's going on, what the president said, blah, 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 blah. And I see other people that are out there with the same thing, but I know that there are citizens around the globe that aren't as tied in and plugged into news like we have. We already have an existing digital highway in which to share the news that we're coming up with. And so I want to create that here. And so I want to try and broaden, you know, who I'm reaching with this, and, you know, probably, you know, throwing in some XRP because everybody should know about XRP. I see that as being totally on point. So if you guys have ideas about what you think I should talk about here or articles that you think I should cover, let me know. An hour is pretty much all that I can take away from my own schedule. So I'm really going to try and keep it to an hour. I'm going to actually set an alarm so that it goes off and then I have to get off. All right, because I need to be up and ready to go to work because I can't afford to, you know, see my job go in a different direction. So, been playing volleyball. Yeah, Connie, you are a rock star. You have been playing volleyball. And the last time I talked to you about playing volleyball, you were like, it was a lot of work. It was hard. Hey, Scully, it's fantastic to see you here. I'm actually going to take a note because I have not gone out and read your book recently. So for those of you that don't know, Scully is an author and writer. I guess they're the same thing, right? But he reads his books to us online here on YouTube. And they're a little bit full of stuff. His channel definitely says not suitable for kids. So definitely check it out. I think he does a great job of reading and his stories are really interesting. Scully, fantastic to have you here. So I'm getting ready to sign off. I might even sign off a couple minutes early because then, you know, I didn't go late. Yeah, but I'm really happy with everybody that showed up here tonight. It was really last minute. As I said in the beginning, I was on a call earlier and was talking to a woman. You know, she helped me solve my problem. You know, everybody that gets on the phone with me generally helps me solve my problem because they want to get off the phone with me. Yay, please let me off the phone. And I'm like, I am calling because I have this issue and it's not your fault, but you're going to help me solve it. So let me give you my details. What do you want to know? And yeah, I use those surveys that they have at the end with how happy were you with your customer service representative? And sometimes I say not so happy because when we first started the conversation, they thought they were going to just own me. And then by the end of the conversation, they're like, dang it, she's owning me. And it's like, yeah, don't be rude to other people. Hello. I tried to be nice to you when we first started this conversation and you thought you were going to own me? Not happening that way. But that was not the case with Tanya. Tanya started off on a high note, went all the way through and just really held it together. And at the end, I asked her, so how are you doing? How are you holding up with everything? And she was just like, I'm confused. And, you know, it took Tanya maybe 5 minutes to solve my problems. But, you know, I talked to her for about an extra 10, maybe 15 minutes, just trying to explain to her what I understood from all of the news that is coming out. And, you know, just saying things like, yeah, Google this, right? See what you get there. I don't know the exact answer, but I'm going to do a live stream tonight. And if you have any more questions, come there. So I blame Tanya that I'm here tonight. And, you know, one of my goals is to try and do this every night. I can't guarantee every night because I have other commitments, not as fun as volleyball like Miss Connie, but you know, I have other events. I don't think I'm as skinny as Miss Connie either. My butt when I was showering tonight was like far too big. I was like, if you contort your body and sort of twist it and you see a roll, is that considered a roll, or is only when you're standing up can you consider it a roll? Because I found a roll when I was contorting my body to try and blow dry my hair, and I was like, that can't stick around. I need to find something to do. So yeah, but I'm going to try and do this because I want to be on the lighter side of the coronavirus. What brought me onto YouTube before was trying to be on the lighter side of XRP not being at 50 cents, right? And yeah, we won't talk about that right now. But, you know, just really trying to have fun in spite of what's going on and just being able to survive through it all. So I hope you guys will join me tomorrow night, same time, same party place, different t-shirt. Since I don't have to go to work, I don't need a t-shirt under here. I can actually sport my favorite shirts, and I have them in many different colors. So come back. I look forward to seeing you. If you have not liked or subscribed, so subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you didn't like this video and you think I should change it, then definitely leave a comment and tell me why you didn't like it so that I can upgrade it and make it better. And I love you all, and I hope you have a good night. And I'm going to keep trying to make this better and really plug into the information that's key for us going forward day by day. So if you have news that you think we should be sharing and should be put out there for people to better understand, let me know. Let's get it out there. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Patricia, mwah. Carl, mwah. Connie, mwah. Bubba, mwah. Lionel, mwah. Nobody. I love nobody. Yes, nobody out there. Scully, I love you. Who else joined us tonight? Adam, the crypto camper, all of you guys. Rochelle, it's so awesome to have you here. Jet, you know, from Jet Digital, fantastic to have you here. So grateful for you guys showing up. and making this first live stream a success. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Love you. Bye. I have to find the close button now. I'm trying to do it without looking. Yes, where is it? No, I have to find the other button. Oh, I found it. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.